Reason number 2, businesses don't forecast their future cash inflows and outflows. So when you're driving a car on a highway, you're definitely scanning ahead, right? You're making sure you're hitting the right exits and you're avoiding any roadblocks. Preparing cash flow projections is doing the same thing for your business. I think a lot of high growth companies are very focused on the P&L and the targets, especially the sales targets that they've disclosed to the board. And maybe there's a complacency that, you've just secured your Series B or Series C funding or achieved a certain level of profitability, that cash management isn't an issue. But I did have a tech startup client that, they were preparing to IPO within the next 12 months. And I remember one day, the internet went out in the entire office, which is a mission critical problem for a tech company. And it turns out that the client did have their funding secured. They just lost track of their cash outflows and ended up being overdrawn in their checking account. And it took them a few days to be able to move, money from different accounts to sort it out to replenish the account. And also, they didn't have an automated process in place to pay invoices. So they were actually a few months behind on the internet bill, which is why they got shut down so aggressively. And so each piece of the problem would have been very easily addressable with a little foresight, but combined created this really odd, unnecessary crisis at work. So this really drove home, the need for even a profitable company that has financing to do a short-term cash flow forecast and to review it weekly. So best practice is to do a weekly cash forecast on a rolling 6 to 8 week basis. And then at a higher level, you're going to want to do a monthly forecast on a 12 to 18 month basis. So the process of doing regular cash flow projections are going to lead to some really great insights. For example, are you overspending or underspending in certain areas? Do you have a comfortable cash cushion, or are there some red, danger zones ahead that you need to circumnavigate?